So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to create a class from scratch. Nothing too terribly difficult, but it's going to be the first thing you probably want to do when you first use Quest. So let's go ahead and begin. So when you first log into Quest, you go to quest.cns.utexas.edu, and after you've obtained your EID, you're going to log into Quest. So you fill in your EID and your password, and then you click Begin. And you'll be brought up to your My Courses page. In this page, you'll have a list of your courses down here. I only have one right now. If you're first starting out, you may not have any. So, in order to create a new course, you're going to click on the New Course button. So I click on it. I get to name my course. This is my new course, or whatever I want to name it. I create a short name for it, so New Course 101. So if you're in a math course, maybe it's Math 101 or Calc 101. Whatever you feel like. You also have to give it a number, a unique number. And this is actually going to be a kind of an important number because this number is what your students are going to use to enroll in your class. So probably want to name it something that might be useful. So I'm going to do New Course 101 Erickson, using my last name. Now we get to select what other uniques are associated with this. It's not something that most people use, but it's there for your option. This is a way to divide up your class into different groups for grading purposes. It has absolutely no bearing on how the class will run. It'll still be treated as one class. But if you need to submit grades using different values, you could do it. You could give associated uniques. Most people outside of UT do not use this value. The institution is going to be whatever institution you're at. You select what semester you're going to want to be at, and you select what subject area you're going to make this in. I'm going to make this a math class. The next two dates will tell you what dates your students can get into the class. So if your class doesn't start until January 15th, well, you can go ahead and select the right day. So I'm going to select January 15th as my starting day, and it's going to end at the end of June. This is fine. If you're outside of this range, your students will not be able to click into your class and see any homework assignments or anything you have for them. So make sure this date is clear. Next, you can set what dates that the class meets. This is an optional field. I'm going to say it's Monday, Wednesday, Friday from 8 to 10 because apparently I'm an evil instructor and I teach first thing in the morning. The location of this is going to be the main building in room 101. Similar to the start and end dates for the class, there's an enrollment, allowing student enrollment and allowing student login. So if the dates are clicked and the login is disabled, the class will not be able to be accessed by your students. If the class exists and the students want to be able to get into your class the first time, so enroll in the class, if you have a lot of students trying to get in after the semester has started and you just don't allow late adding to your class, you can disable this. Most people keep both of these checked the whole time. Again, you can select what department you're going to be in. This is nothing terribly important for this field if you're outside of the University of Texas. Finally, you can set your email, example@gmail.com, whatever your email is. If you have a website, you can put that in here. This email is used, if you email out of Quest, it's an option to send announcements to your students. This will be the email address that will appear in those emails. So make sure you probably want to put those in. And last but not least is this templates feature. Here is where you can make a complete copy of another course that you have access to. So if you're an instructor in another class, maybe you taught the class before, Maybe you have an instructor who used Quest before and they gave you access to their class. This is where you can make a copy. So you go down, you select whatever semester that other class is in. Maybe it's an old class, maybe it's a current class. And then you can select what template you want to use. I will warn you though, once you hit the create course, the copy gets made and now they are two distinct copies. If you make edits to the original, it will not be made in yours after the course is created. Likewise, if you make edits to your copy, the original won't change. So think of it as an actual photocopy. Your original, your copy, once you have those two pieces of paper in hand, writing on one does not affect the other after the copy is made. I don't want to do that right now. I'm just going to create a blank class and assume that we're going to just start purely from scratch. So we hit the create the course button. It'll ask us to verify our information. All right, got the right name, it's got the right unique number, it's in the right semester, and the dates are correct. And I'm going to hit continue. It'll take a little while to load. If you're using a template, it can take a long time for the template to completely copy over, so be patient. But when you get to this course right here, the process has started. You have a new course at this point. It may not be fully populated with all the assignments you've copied, but this is when you get to the end of the actual creating a new course. The page that you end up landing on is the grading scheme where you set up your gradebook for Quest, but you have a new course, you're ready to go. And I will explain the grading scheme in another video.